interface initiated.
I see a lot of green out of my cockpit.
Hey there everyone, it's Pop-Tarts Ninja. Welcome to Let's Play Battletech by Harebrained Schemes.
Location confirmed.
Got a relatively simple battle for you today. It's our first mission in our starter mechs. None of them are modified. And we're just gonna wing it. Fortunately, our starter mechs were pretty good. We got a Centurion, an Enforcer, a Jenner, and our good old buddy, the Urban Mech. And we're going to be using these for a while.
You got it!
As a battle, all we have to do this time is clear out enemy forces, and if there's any reinforcements, we'll clear those out too for the money. Just take the money and run. It shouldn't be too hard. As a half-skull mission, we're gonna bump into some half-health lightnings, half-armor lightnings. But the first thing we want to do when moving is try to make sure that only one enemy can shoot you at a time if it's at all possible. Sometimes it's not, but most of the time we can find places where only one thing can get line of sight on us, and that lets us put shots into them. Now, I made a mistake here moving the Centurion first though, because it's our biggest gun, and of course light mechs on turn 1 are hard to hit. The Flea is especially so because the Flea has some special gear that gives it essentially a bonus 3 evasion pips on top of everything else.
I'm picking up a new sensor trace. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
And with that first exchange, enemy reinforcements show up.
Commander.
It's just a LRM locust, so it's not too big a deal.
Standing by.
Our Jenner has a much better chance of hitting. But we're still going to leave off on the SRM-4. Every time we engage an enemy, it loses some evasion pips, which makes it easier for the next one to hit. And generally, the more firepower you throw at something later, at least light mechs, the better your chances of actually accomplishing something. We can't get a great shot at the Locust, or at the Flea, I mean, except by moving here, which isn't ideal. But our Urban Mech should have enough evasion to avoid a hit.
Waiting for orders.
And chances are pretty good we'll get to move it before anything really takes a shot at it.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Got it.
And all it takes is a single good hit to knock out a Flea, even with their evasion buff. Once you hit them, they're done. At least when they have half health. Later on, it'll take 2 shots. We are pretty fortunate, by the way, that 3 of our starting mechs came with autocannon 10s, because against the half-health enemies at the start, an autocannon 10 is equivalent to an autocannon 20.
Roger that. Standing by.
And we're not going to bump into anything especially dangerous, at least not yet.
Yes, Commander.
The Centurion is not going to be keeping its autocannon off this planet. But the Enforcer is going to be keeping its for quite a while. Knocking down a mech pushes it back a turn on the initiative, so if it hasn't gone yet when you hit it, its action gets delayed, which can be really handy. Next turn, even when that javelin stands up, it's in trouble. We don't have a great shot at hitting it in the head, so I go for the leg, and we don't really succeed. We hit the torso. It's fine. This early on, we're not really worried about salvage. It's all about the money.
Roger that.
But since it's knocked down, we might as well go for those called shots on the leg. Just see if we can get the two parts. We don't, but oh well.
I got him.
That's still two salvageable SRM-6s, which are
Ready for orders.
a good thing to pick up early.
Commander.
And we're going to do some scouting with the Jenner, because chances are it's going to be able to move before anything happens. It looks like the enemy reinforcements are a Spider and a couple of vehicles. One of each of the light tanks. And before any of the tanks get to go, we're just going to back the Jenner right back out. Well, maybe not.
Holding for tactical advantage.
Okay, now we're going to back the Jenner out.
Yes, Commander.
Make something waste a turn first.
Copy that.
I'm pretty sure nothing can poke up over the ridge to shoot at us.
Commander.
But there's no sense taking unnecessary risks by leaving your back facing the enemy.
Moving, This is everything I got.
Tanks, especially in the early game, are pretty vulnerable to
That's a
autocannons.
junker.
Autocannons and missiles. I find late game
Yes,
tanks are pretty resistant to energy weapons, so it's still worthwhile to carry a few ammo using weapons around. But at this stage of the game, even our Jenner can take these tanks
One
out.
for the scrap heap.
What are your orders, Skipper? Engaging jump jet.
Light mechs are surprisingly powerful in this game, but that's a Spider.
Waiting for orders.
I don't want to say it's the weakest light mech in the game, but it's pretty close. I mean, our urban mech is gonna do work. We are gonna put in a ton of work with the Jenner. And we can't get close enough to punch that Spider. It's in just the wrong spot that I can't get a melee attack off. So we're just going to shoot it at point
Location
blank
confirmed.
instead, where our small laser can get the best hit chance. Or, well, the Scorpion's a more
Knocking on
tempting
target.
target. Eliminate a couple of auto units.
Reporting.
They
Enemy vehicle
outdamage
eliminated.
the Spider's medium
I'm
lasers by
listening.
just a hair.
Yep.
And any shot that you're not taking is to your advantage.
That was a critical hit, that was. Standing by.
And since this is the last mech standing, we might as well burn some of our resource. Every turn we generate a little resource that we can spend boosting our shots and making them more likely to hit.
Dang, that's a miss.
If you've got it, if it's full, it's
Waiting
safe
for
to
orders.
spend it down to about halfway. Early game it doesn't regenerate all that quickly, but late game we
Position
get
confirmed.
more than enough of it to use it every turn, sometimes multiple times a turn. And with the spider down, that's our first
Hope we
mission
can salvage
complete.
that.
I'll see you next time.
Mission successful.